They got the win 42-26 over St. Angelo Grape Creek. Kermit just hasn't gotten easier for them as they fell to Bushland 70-6. I mean, guys, I don't even know. I mean, it's just been a tough road for them.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not an easy first round matchup in the bi-district round. Bushland, very good team, scoring 70 points. Obviously, a very good offense there, and taking advantage of the Yellow Jackets down there.
Now, speaking of a very good team and a very great offense, let's meet our players of the week.
Let's do it.
The Player of the Week is brought to you by Ranger Clinic.
Armando Jensen, our first Alert 7 co-players of the week, is Midland Legacy's JP Reyes and Aiden Toronto. Now, the duo have built nice chemistry with each other ever since JP was named the starting quarterback for the Rebels. He's gone 5-2 throughout the rest of the regular season. Also, he got the win last night against El Paso Franklin. Now, both of these guys have connected on touchdowns night after night or week after week, helping them reach the area round of playoffs.
He's more of like the person like messing around with me. Like if I'm off at practice and frustrated, he's like, hey, you're good, like relax. And he just really helps me out a lot.
We put in the time, the plays, the effort, a lot of yelling. You know, it's just been complete work, and I think we're prepared.
Well, last night, the Reagan County Owls faced Cisco in the bi-district round. Jensen Young was there, and he has the highlights.
Last night in Big Spring, it was the bi-district round between the Owls and the Lobos. Reagan County kicks off with a squib kick, and Cisco can't handle it. The Lobos, they would end up falling on it, but it means they start their first drive from the 4-yard line. They would bring it to about the 5-yard line here as Julius Profit finds Resner Wilkes. Touchdown Lobos, a 96-yard drive. Now Reagan County, Jarrett Brown gives to Chris Johnson. Dylan Silva in pursuit, and Johnson puts the ball on the ground. Silva grabs it, and Cisco takes over with great field position, and then Silva would end off the drive, getting away from traffic right there and finding the painted grass. It is 14-0. Reagan County would find a little bit of momentum before the break. Here, Jarrett Brown will tuck and run. He has to push his way into the end zone, and he does just that. Touchdown, Owls. But this interception would be returned for 6, putting the game out of reach. Reagan County's season comes to an end, losing to Cisco 34-16. Jair.
Thank you so much, Jensen. Now, Cisco, they got the win 34-16. Pretty tough for Reagan County, especially with just how great they did during the regular season. I mean, just to go 9-1, win the district championship, and then undefeated in district. I mean, it's just hard to for me. It's hard to process. And Armando, you were there a week prior. What did you notice out of Reagan County in their final week of district?
So yeah, in that first half, they struggled against a Forcing team that were 2-7. They struggled, but in that second half, they did really good. You know, winning 40-7. But I remember after the game, speaking with Coach Brown, he said, you know, Reagan County is known for a basketball school, but they showed this season that they can be more than just a basketball school. They're good at, you know, playing football with the talent that they have.
Yeah, and some of the talent is also Coach Brown's 2 sons, Jarrett and Kaysen as well. Both of them very, very impressive this year. We will be able to see them, like you said, in some basketball, so that will be nice. But that also was the final football game for the 3 of them together on the field for Reagan County.
Yes, I've seen them over the past couple of years, and the bond has definitely grown between, of course, the brothers. They've always had that bond, but also the teammates. They also have a huge bond with each other. I was there for pigskin previews, and as a matter of fact, just the way of how everyone seemed with each other, they just seemed very, very happy. Not just the brothers, just the whole entire team. So it's going to be interesting to see what the future lies ahead for Reagan County. But speaking of the future, for Kaysen Brown, he has several Division I offers. So we're going to have to keep updated over the next few months to see where Kaysen is going to land and where he is going to sign.
Yeah, whoever gets him is going to be very lucky to have him, I'd say.
Yeah, I saw him play last week. He's kind of like have that Travis Hunter kind of skills. He can play offense and defense.
Wow.
So that's what makes it impressive. He doesn't get much breaks, only like during timeouts, but you know, he's really, you know, impressive and fun to watch. So.
Coaches, take note, you got a Travis Hunter down in Reagan County.
Well, also you said take no breaks. He's all gas. And I mean, one thing that I will give him a lot of credit for is that he doesn't tap out.
Oh.
I'm cold like that. And you know who else is cold? The Wink Wildcats.
Oh, yes, they are.
That's right. Now, last night, Wink, they were facing Sundown to open up the playoffs. First quarter, no score. Quarterback, Lane Lusby on the keeper. He goes to his right. Nobody in front of him. He uses his blockers. He makes it to the end zone for the touchdown. He gives the Wildcats a 7-0 lead. Now later in the first, Lusby looking to pass. He finds Cade Freerick, who cuts across. He finds open space. He takes it to the land of 6 for a Wildcat touchdown as they go up 14-0. Now let's take it to the former First Alert 7 Player of the Week, Kamad Pashon. Second quarter, he gets the handoff and goes towards his right. He finds the end zone for the touchdown. That's your boy Jensen. Wink leading 21-zip. Lusby looking to air it out. Timothy Montoya makes the catch and turns. He heads to the end zone for the touchdown. Let's just check out the final score. It was a thrashing as Wink got the win over Sundown. 50-0. They'll face Stratford and Lubbock next Friday.
Yeah, big win for Wink, and as you mentioned, former First Alert 7 Player of the Week, two-time First Alert 7 Player of the Week, Kamad Fashawn, shining out there. Lane Lusby was very impressive. I mean, we've just seen how incredible this Wink team has been all year long. Typically, we talk about how impressive that offense is, but I mean, we've seen plenty of times the defense showing up, and they did last night. 0 points allowed to Sundown. Wow.
Yes, now you guys want to talk about defense? Let me show you about defense. Tonight, it was Seagraves. They're going up against Ira Ann over at Midland Christian. Now this is the bi-district round. We're going to start it out with Ira Ann's offense before we get to the defense. Now running back Tristan Griffin, he gets the handoff. He makes it look easy. As he goes to his right, he eludes the defense and takes it to the end zone for the touchdown as the Braves take a 7-0 lead. Now let's check out the defense. Seagraves looking to run, but Ira Ann's Noah Gasser comes out of nowhere with a tackle. Hard hit. Later on, Griffin gets another handoff, shakes off a few defenders and goes to his right. Seagraves unable to catch up to him. He reaches the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. Let's just check out the final score. Ira Ann, they got the win 33-20. Now they will play the winner of Gruber and Morton. Now, Ira Ann, Armando, you haven't been on the desk with us. Now, week after week, Jensen and I, we have always been saying, how come Ira Ann is not ranked in that top 10 of 2A? Meanwhile, I said Ira Ann, right? Yes. Okay, then yes. Meanwhile, Wink has been ranked. Yes, I want to make sure that I don't get them confused. So, Jensen, with the way of how Ira Ann is right now, what can you say about them going forward?
What's surprising to me is, like you said, we've been talking about how Ira Ann should be a potentially ranked team, and the offense has been very, very impressive. But, I mean, Seagraves must have a pretty good defense because they held Ira Ann just to 33 points, and that might be one of the toughest tests of the year, aside from the Wink Wildcats, for the Ira Ann Braves. They still got the win, but yeah, that was maybe one of the more tame performances from the Ira Ann offense this year, and in potentially the biggest game of the year so far.
Maybe. Well, I was there. It started out as a 13-0 game, and then somehow Seagraves was able to come back and take a quick lead. And then it looks like Ira Ann was going to let it slip, but I guess they just somehow turned up and they were just able to do what they were able to do. And I mean, just great for them with the fact that they were able to get that win. So I'm just very happy to see with Coach Bowman and just how everything is going. And I'm wondering, I don't know, could they now officially be in the top 10? Even though it's playoffs? I don't know. Armando, what do you think?
I mean, if you're winning games in the postseason, I mean, you should be ranked. You're catching, the attention of, high school football fans, everybody out there. So, I mean, a win tonight, you're showing them that they're up for, they're not like a one and done team. So, yeah.
I think the tough thing though could be just the 13-point win margin of victory. I don't know if that's going to be enough to bump them into the top 10 unless they're right there, which, hey, maybe they are.
That's a very good point, Jensen. I think both of you guys have very, very good points. Now, before we move on, Armando, I wanted to know, did you play football in high school? Because Jensen and I, we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago. I asked him what position he was. He said that he was in a band.
Yeah. Well, I did play a little bit, but I was actually the kicker, so it wasn't really my sport.
Kickers are people too.
But, yeah, I wasn't like Pat McAfee, but I mean, I did play a little bit kicker, so yeah.
Well, I hope that you wouldn't be kicking like Pat McAfee because he punts.
Oh yeah, true. So yeah.
And he doesn't do so anymore either.
Oh yeah, but he's doing a good job at ESPN, so we gotta give props to that.
Now speaking of kicking, let's kick it over into some six-man football. Armando Gomez was at Borden County and Buena Vista tonight. He has those highlights.
An exciting first half between both teams. It's been all Buena Vista in the first half,
but Borden County were not giving up without a fight. Check out the highlights from the first half. Buena Vista versus Borden County at the Bearcat Stadium in Garden City. Borden County to a steep steps back and he slings it, but a one-handed interception was made from Jackie Jurado and he returns it for a pick 6. Buena Vista up 7-0. Ezra Gamboa tosses it to Jackie Jurado and he looks for a pass and he finds Vic Garza for the second touchdown of the night. Again, Buena Vista, a quick handoff to Jackie Jurado, and he walks in for an easy touchdown for 24-0 lead. Borden County were not giving up yet. Braden Steele escapes from the pressure, and he finds a wide-open receiver, Datch Flanagan, in the end zone. On the kickoff, a squib kick from Borden County, and J.V. Kelly picks it up, but he fumbles it, and Isaac Martinez scoops it up, and he scores, and now it is a one-possession game. Borden County were not done yet. A short pass to Ty Steep, and he runs across the field, gets past a defender, and he dives into the end zone, and is now a tie ball game, 24-24. With less than 10 seconds left in the first half, Steele steps back in the pocket, and he throws a prayer, and it is answered. Steeps makes a grab, and Borden County takes the lead. The halftime score, Borden County 32, Buena Vista 24.
Thank you, Armando, from the past. Nice. I just love the fact of how you can teleport. You can
Yeah,
go
hey,
here,
welcome
you can
back.
go there. Back to the, Armando from Back to the Future. Now, in all seriousness, though, for Buena Vista, Jensen, week after week, we got to this desk and we spoke about just the impact and, of course, like how they were ranked in the top 10, and to see how their season could come to an end just like this. Now they're 9-1 and just a by-district round appearance.
Yeah, a little bit shocking given that I believe that they went into the game as the number 5 six-man team in the state of Texas. And yeah, we undefeated, like you said, and first loss coming in the playoffs. I mean, at least you only have just the one loss on the season when you end off your season, but that's not where you want your loss for sure.
No, but Armando, you were there.
Yeah.
What did you see out of Buena Vista tonight?
I mean, Buena Vista started the game, really good, 24-0 lead, but then they just ran out of gas, and Borden County just hit the ground running, and just seeing the fans, took the life out of them, and Buena Vista were actually meant to win this game, but they just, too many mistakes at the end of the second half, which costed them in this game against Borden County.
How many times have you covered Buena Vista this year?
Only once. I did cover them last year, but they are a fun team to watch. So.
Wait a second. So heading into tonight, you didn't cover them at all this year, right?
No.
Okay, then maybe you're the reason why they lost tonight.
Oh, not the same luck as for the Rebels.
Yeah.
I guess not.
No, Jensen, every single time you went to a Midland Legacy game, they lost too. But every single time I went to the game, they won.
He was just talking about how he congratulated Clint.
But that was only because I was there.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm just messing around, guys.
Trying to take Armando's win.
I love
take that legacy.
I love you, Armando.
Goodness gracious. Can you believe this, guys? He's trying to take Armando's win away from Clint Hartman. Wow.
I mean, I still got it though, Still got that magic flowing.
Also, he's the only one who played football of the three of us, so he's probably most likely to get a win in football.
I mean,
I don't know.
if they need a kicker to score the game-winning field goal, maybe I could come in, so you never know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You should try
Armando playing as a water boy doesn't count. No, okay.
Oh! Hey, the water
I'll do
boy.
better than him, though.
I'm on fire.
As a basketball player, so.
As a basketball player?
Yeah, better than Adam Sandler.
There you go. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. All right, let's keep it going on with some six-man football, get to some more scores. Blackwell got the win over Balmorhea, ending Balmorhea's season with a 7-4 record. Ended up as 56-30, ended the road for Balmorhea.
Yes, Armando, you had some more scores, right?
Yeah, as you see, actually Whiteface beating Ranking 85-60, and again Lorraine beating Grand Falls 70-40. That's again the fun thing about watching six-man football, just high-scoring games. Which, for a fan of offense, well, there you go. You got a good one tonight.
Yeah, very exciting. Always watching some six-man football. Very highly elevated scorelines. That Lorraine and Grand Falls game is actually still in the fourth quarter. That is the last update that we do have. Lorraine looking to keep the win at the moment, up by 30 over Grand Falls. Could be the end of the road for Grand Falls. It is the end of the road for Rankin.
Yes, now actually, one thing that I should also mention is that Grand Falls, they actually won their district this season too. So I mean, a couple of 6-man district winners not able to advance to the area round of playoffs. So I count this as quite a few upsets that are going on with our local 6-man football teams.
Yeah, tough sledding for them there, but one team that is not tough sledding down in 6-man is the Sands Mustangs. A close one, but a win for Sands, 46-43. They will take on Follett in the area round of the playoffs.
Yes, now, guys, this is the moment that, we didn't think would ever come through Pigskin previews and just like week 1 of the Friday Night Blitz. Just before we go off, and I know that, we're all tired and everything like that, Armando, just before I get to Jensen, Armando, to start off with you, how has your season been?
I mean, it was a lot of fun, just being in the sidelines, meeting with coaches and players, just seeing their reaction after getting a win, and it's been a lot of fun these 12 weeks, but, time flies by, fast, but again, it was a lot of fun, and then just coming down here with y'all, it's been a blast, so hopefully we get to do this more someday, so.
Yeah, well, hey, welcome to the desk. How about that?
Now, Jensen Young, this is your first year on the desk at the Friday Night Blitz, but not your first year on the Blitz. What was it like being on the desk this year?
Well, I mean, a lot of fun to be able to be here with you all and be able to share our love of high school football and all the different scores all night long, all the different highlights that we got to. It was a very, very busy Friday night, week after week, but so much fun.
Yes, now for me, of course, moving into Jacob Brandenburg's spot, I do want to give a couple of, quite a few thank yous. I want to give some thank yous before we end off tonight.
Okay.
Of course, to Jacob Brandenburg. I also want to
thank you, Jacob.
I also want to thank Breeley McClellan. I also want to thank Caroline Austin, along with Arnaldo Darris, and everyone in our production crew that has been able to make the Friday Night Blitz, just all of your hard work. There's so many names that I can't get through in this moment. And of course, I also want to thank all of our viewers that tuned in for the Friday Night Blitz and always just talked about what the show means. So, guys, thank you so much for what you've been able to do. But also, because we won't have the Friday Night Blitz, it doesn't mean that we will stop covering football. We will keep on covering football.
Yes, playoffs are not done yet. We're only in the area round.
That's right. So, folks, I just wanted to say thank you so much for every single thing, for all the support that you've given to us. Have a great night, and we'll see you next year.